Alright, we don't have to go in the same order, okay? We can skip some.
But then it ruins my notes.
So, do you have a preference which question you want to start with?
Number 6.
5?
We're struggling. We go in order. I want to do number 6 next, and then 7, and then 8, and then 10. No, let's go for 9. This could be unsuspicious. Unsuspicious. I'm going to skip 9.
Then we have to skip 4.
Okay. What's domain? What's the meaning of domain?
The
What are
main
we
is the
looking
bottom.
for?
Is the,
Domain, what's the technical, definition of domain?
Another tick.
Do you know what we're looking for? This says domain, but you know maybe how to do it, but domain is the set of all numbers you are allowed to enter in X so that you can compute these ratios, these functions. Sometimes there are some bad values that makes this function uncomputable, so you need to avoid them. So domain is the list of all good values the function can use and compute, okay? So there are two fragile functions, or easy to break functions. They don't operate well with all numbers. First type is ratios, so this is one of them. The other one is radicals, square root. There is actually a third type we have seen in chapter 4, logarithms as well. Logarithms work with only positive things. So there are actually 3 type of functions you know in this class. When you go to trigonometry, you'll see some trig functions also doesn't work with some numbers, so you'll be adding more to list. Okay, so are there any values in part A? You enter into X and you cannot compute it.
11.
There is only one, 11. So you basically take the denominator, everything in the denominator, and set it into 0, see what it makes into 0. Because this is the soft spot of the function. When the denominator is 0, you cannot compute it. A number cannot be divisible by 0. So the answer is 11. No? 11 is the only bad value, so you need to exclude it from the entire real line. So when you take 1 point off, that's 11, from the entire line, you end up with 2 pieces. A piece to the left, a piece to the right, and you need to unite them, and that's your domain. So what is the piece to the left? Negative infinity this side, up to 11, right? Do not include, because 11 is bad. We skip 11, restart. And that's infinity this side, 11 again on this side. So this is it. That's it for part A. Okay, part B. What do you think?
Isn't it like square roots?
Square roots? Yeah, you're on the right track. So I think you're
Square root of 11 is
setting this into 0, right? And now we are subtracting this time again. Same deal, but opposite sign. And we have x squared equals negative 11. Right? And to compute x, we need to take square root of both sides. Put plus minus. And something happens now. What is square root of negative 11? Undefined. So no such value.
So no solution.
So no solution. Nothing makes this function break down. Nothing makes this function sick. It's always healthy. It lets everybody in the x and computes it. Even negative 11, the bad one earlier, makes this fine. Minus 11 makes fine, because this square is going to make everything positive. you're either gonna get 0 or positive numbers here. If you add 11 to a positive number, it can never become 0. Even this thing is 0, 11 is gonna make it up 11 more, so it's still safe. Okay? So B, part B is, domain is all real numbers. In other words, it's asking interval notation, it's this one. Alright, oh, we have a square here as well, so I will go ahead and say domain is all real numbers again, right? Now the story is different this time. There's a minus. And you have a minus. This is gonna be positive, yeah, sure. But if you subtract 11, positive things can be 0 when you subtract 11. So all you need to do is discover what number or numbers 1 squared becomes 11. Technically, you're setting this into 0. Take 11 to the other side. Square root both sides, and we get plus minus 11, root 11. Okay? Now discovering this is easy. The difficult part is how do you write the domain, because you need to take 2 values off of domain. Remove 2 values and list every other number. How do you do that? This time,
Three spots, is that?
yeah, there are 2 spots with holes, so how many breaks, how many pieces? 3 pieces. Again, here is the explanation, demonstration of what's going on. Negative root 11 is somewhere here. Positive 1 is somewhere there. This time you have 3 pieces, 1 in the middle, left, right. The middle one is easy. It's negative root 11 to positive root 11. Unite the right side, which is root 11. Endless means infinity. And left side is negative root 11. Endless means negative infinity. There's a mistake.
Negative infinity has to go first.
Yes. We need to read always from left to right any piece. This is wrong order. You need to flip these 2. Okay? Left side must be always smaller. Negative infinity is smaller than negative 11, root 11. Can you enter all these? Any problem with entering those? Like negative infinity to 11. Unite 11, comma, infinity check. Negative infinity, comma. Oh, this one is just a single one, so we don't need the second one. This one requires 3. Unite, start with root 11 to infinity. Negative root 11 to root 11.
Don't forget the negative square root of 11. You forgot
Yes.
the negative in the first parenthesis.
Yeah, thank you. Right outside here. Okay. Next question. 6, 7. You want to solve each everyone? Okay. There is a line equation given. How do I know it's a line? you have a number times x, a number times y, and x and y don't have any powers, this we call it the linear equation, set it into number, it's a line equation. This is called the standard form. So this general standard form is a number times x, a number times y equals another number. This is standard. They don't want it in standard form, they want it in slope-intercept form. And then read y-intercept and slope there. So how do you change a standard form to slope-intercept form? From here to slope-intercept. What is the slope-intercept one? This is what it is. Y is alone, x and numbers and everything else is on the other side. That's slope-intercept. So this is standard one. This is slope-intercept. Why did I use C here? We use there. Which letter do we use usually? B. Right? And x plus b. How do you make it? Divide by 10? Why would you divide by 10?
Subject y by itself.
Oh, divide y by itself. Oh, set y by itself. Yes, that's what we need to do. Look, all you need to do is move ax to the other side, get rid of b, leave y by itself. You will get an equation on the other side. The number in front will be slope. The number on the end will be intercept. But before that, something took my attention. You have a lot of decimals here. Do you like working with decimals? Small decimals, especially at 0.01? I don't. If I want to get rid of these, a lot of zeros, what would you do? Just for sake of working with better numbers. Times 100. Can we multiply both sides of an equation by anything you wish? Yes. As long as it's not zero, you can multiply both sides of an equation with any number you wish, even negatives. So I will multiply this out. So we get 100 times 0.04 is just 4x. And then 0.01 y, right?
You have to multiply that one too.
Yeah. So at this stage, we are almost finishing this course. You shouldn't be buying this kind of mistakes, okay? Now, 100 times 0.01 is, oh, it's just 1. So we don't even need to show that, it's just y. But 0.04 times 100 is 4. Look how beautiful the equation is now. Right? 4x plus y equals 4. Only thing you need to do is subtract 4x then. Gun. Y is, alright, I like x's before numbers, so I will first put minus 4x, and this is positive 4. So it's minus 4x plus 4. All done. Why is this form superior than this one? Why did we quit this one and change it to this one? Because you can read two valuable information here without any computation. Just read two important facts about this line. First, you can read its slope. The number here in front is slope. That's why they want us to change this. And the other one is y-intercept. However, this is only the y-coordinate of the y-intercept, because y-intercept has two coordinates, x and y. This 4 is only the second part. What is the first part then?
0.
It's always 0. Y-intercepts happen on y-axis, and any point on y-axis must have 0 x-coordinate. Right? That's it. This is all what is wanted here. So part 1 is over. Part A is over. We just need to supply these two values. It wants us to graph this thing. This is not too bad. By using the slope and y-intercept you obtain, here is y-intercept, let's first mark it. 0, 4 is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where you're gonna start, and it's a -4 slope. How do you make -4 slope here? Negative means you're going down, so every one step you go right, you must drop 4 units down. So I will move 1 step right and drop 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I hit this value there. Do you agree? What's wrong?
It should be 4 to the right.
Yeah. So hold on now. Should be 4 to the right. So you're saying that every 4 units right, we must go 1 down. You're saying the point should be here then?
No, it should be left.
The
4
left?
to the left. Up.
You mean here?
Yeah.
So your line is like this.
No. 4 to the left and 1 up.
4 to the left and 1 up.
Yes.
So you're saying this one, look, 4 to the right, 1 up. So it's the same line.
No.
Yeah, you're giving it
To the left.
4 to the left.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What is it? Yeah, this one. 4 to 4 down. Must be 4 down,
It's
that's a
okay,
lot.
just,
I'm confused.
just like, no, it's fine.
Okay, somebody. Yeah, Jenna, tell me where are you?
No,
It's okay?
it's okay.
Somebody explain us. Yes,
4 to the left and then 1 up.
4 to the left.
And then
1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up. This,
I thought it was rise over run.
It's 4 now.
so this is your, hold on, this is a good down. We caught a misconception. We caught a misconception. We need to fix this. Look, this is slope 1. This is y equal x. This is slope 1. This is slope 1. You see how sharp imagine you're climbing slope 1 hill. You see it's still sharp? You're telling me this is slope 4, and you're slowly sliding. This shouldn't be slope 4. It's a slow slope. It's not sharp. This is 1. Because y equal x has slope 1. So I'm expecting really sharp decline if it's slope 4. Decline because of negative and sharp decline. Okay? So what I was doing was right. Right?
Yeah, go down.
Okay.
Rank 1.
I think.
Yes, I will teach it.
Let's clean everything. Alright, let's explain again. 4, 0 here,
Down 4.
and
Right,
slope means,
rise over run.
yes, rise over run. When I rise, it does not rise always, it can be decline as well. Decline over run if it's negative. And we are saying that this thing is 4, -4. That means every 1 unit you must be declining 4 steps. Not rise because of the negative, you must be declining. So I will go 1 right, decline 4 down. This is already 4. When I decline 4 down, you're on the ground. 1 right here. This is the curve, this is the line. Okay? Alright, let's sketch it and see. -4, 0, 4, y equals -4x plus 4. Alright, we start with 4, 0. Oh, graph paper is a lot better. You go 1 right, 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Good. Any questions? I guess you want 7 now? Write equation of the line. What type? What type equation you want? Always ask that. What type? With slope. Oh, then you need to put down y equals mxb first. That's what they want. Y equals mx plus b. Alright, you want this? Then I need to know slope and intercept. What are you giving me? 2 points, and that's it. 2 points. I don't have y-intercept, they didn't give me, they only gave me 2 points. Alright, let's tackle m first. Can you get slope from 2 points? Yes, we have a formula for that, which is rise over run, or decrease in y values over change in y values over change in x. So slope is change in y values, y2 minus y1, over change in x values, x2 over x1. You can numerate, you can assign y2 to anything you wish. So can I call this y1? Then this has to be y2 then. And x2 will be the other one, and x1 will be this one. So subtract those numbers, and the slope will be negative 1 over so it is 1 over,
Shouldn't they be positive? You have to add.
yeah, I was expecting that. So this should be positive 2 because it's negative of negative 2, making this thing positive. Same mistake on the bottom side? Okay. That's positive. You see, our number is quite different now. 5 over 7 then, 5/7. Okay? How do I get the slope, intercept then? B. Right now you only know M. This is the next format. Once you get something, put it here, 5 over 7x plus B. How do I solve for B and put it back?
Plug in the x1 and y1 values.
Use one of these numbers, one of these points, both numbers, either first or second, in x and y, because those points are on this line, they must satisfy it. Put x equal 2, y equal 3, and solve for b. That's it. So I'm going to take this value into y, this value into x, and solve for b. We will all be done. Agree? This is 10 over 7. When I set the common denominator with 7s here, 21 take away 10 is 11 over 7. Okay? You don't have to use decimals. If you use, maybe it's gonna say wrong, because it's a never-ending number. So 11 over 7 is fine, but you need to write your final answer in, they expect an equation in slope-intercept form. We first found M, now you found B. This is it. Are we good? What was it, 5 over 7? Good. Any questions? All right. Why don't you give it a shot on your own for 2 minutes? The key word here is being parallel. Being parallel means the line you're looking for and the line given here has something common. What is it common?
Slow.
Slope. Parallel means same slope. So you can find the slope of your line now by looking at the slope of the other line. They want the answer in both formats, slope-intercept form, which we did in the previous question, and standard form as well, which is basically you bring everything to the left except the number. Yes, any results? No? No, it's pretty much the same question. They want us to find out M and B. They are looking for an equation of a line, here you go, in slope-intercept form. Only thing we need to figure out is slope and intercept. We can get intercept from the point, just like we did earlier. Substitute x and y values, solve for b. If you know m, you need to first find m though, because without knowing m, you can't solve for b. So how do I find m? From this fact. It's parallel to another line. All you need to do is get the slope of this line. Do you have it? What is the slope of this line? -4. How did you get it? Isn't it the number in front of x always? Like this, m is 4. How did you get negative? Yep. We need to first isolate y. Then we are allowed to read the slope. Not before. So you need to bring 4x to the other side. And here you go. Now you're allowed to use this slope in here, negative 4. So y equals negative 4x plus b is what you have. Alright, get b now. How? Use these. And multiply, move it to the other side, etc., etc. B is minus 12. Agree? Take that. Is that right?
Would it be positive 12? Is negative 14?
This is positive, 16. So when it travels to the other side, it turns into negative. Take away 4, or add 4 to negative 16, negative 12. This is now going in here, and we are finishing off the problem here. Y equals negative 4x minus 12 is the first part answer. Do you agree? That's the slope-intercept formula. They still want standard form. How do you get standard form? What's the difference between slope-intercept and standard?
Don't just bring x back over.
Yeah, you just bring variables on the same side, this side, that's it. Leave the number on the other side. But I like y first, so I'm gonna move it to the right of y. Okay, so this is positive 4x. And you flip, right? That's the standard. Can be, we just did it, can be written in slope-intercept form as y equals negative 4x minus 12. And in standard form it's 4x equals negative 12. Alright, good. Any questions? Alright, I have a question. What if I cross this out and say perpendicular? Yeah, I can't spell it. Perpendicular. How would your answer change? What would change and how would change? We don't take the slope the same anymore, then we flip and take opposite of it. Perpendicular lines have reciprocal slope with an opposite sign. So you reciprocate this, it's 1 over negative 4, but you also flip the sign to positive. It's negative 1 over 4, you flip it to positive 4 and use it here. So this is gonna be 1 over 4. And you will find a new, brand new b according to this result. Okay? That's the only change. Question? Alright. Do you want this Dodger question again? You buy a puppy, adopt a puppy. You don't buy them, adopt, right? They sell you, right? They ask money. Anyways, okay. You adopted a puppy called Dodger, and of course, it's a puppy. It's gonna eat and grow. She's growing for 2 months, and you recorded her weight every several days. This is day 0, about 11-ish pound. Day 5, you have the exact recording, 12.8 pounds in day 5. Day 10, I have nothing, but I can estimate it. And I have dots, I have recordings all over. Only thing I know for sure is at 45, 1.5 months, she grows to 23.4 pounds. And at 60, you have about 27, 28-ish pounds. Alright, anyhow, only 2 numbers are given here. We don't know the other dots. Somehow they disappeared. Only these 2 dots are known to us, given 5, 12.8, 45, 23.8. Can you estimate, can you find approximate the equation of this line? Only 2 points given. Is this question any different than this? 2 points given, you're writing the line equation. Any different? No. The only difference is there is a story behind it. They made a story out of it. This is pure math question. This is a word problem. They have given you 2 dots. Find the line between them. Drew them. Okay? So, here is the line equation we're supposed to find. But I need to start with slope, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. What is y2? Here is y2, y1, x2, x1. Okay? 23.4, 12.8, subtract first. And then subtract x values. Alright. 4.6 divided by 40. Is that so? Is that right? No. 115.15. Anyhow, you tell me. That's not 4, by the way, it's 40. 4.6 over 40. No, it's not 4.6.
Yeah, it should be more.
Like 10.6 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes. Yeah, I'm lost. Okay, tell me the final answer.
We got 10.6 over 40.
2.65.
2 over 40.
Oh, 40. So it's 0.265. Is that right? There you go. I can still do math. And that's your slope. So use that. This goes here. 0.265. Well, how do I solve for B now? I need to get B. We will use any one of these dots in X and Y. So I go with the easier numbers. These look easy. So 5 goes into X, 12.8 goes into Y, and solve for B. So again, 12.8 equals 0.265 times X is 5 plus B. Multiply 0.265 by 5, subtract from 12.8, we're all done. What is this number?
$1.325.
Did you do it with a calculator or
No, I just looked at it.
somebody do it with a calculator and make sure?
1.325.
335, 235?
1.325.
Thank you. All right, now subtract these two. 11,475. That's a dot, not a comma, okay? All right, you got it. Let's try part one. There are 4 more parts though. That was 0.0265x plus 11.475. There you go. We found M first, then found B, put them back in, and that's point slope 4. All right, let's see if we can quickly answer some of these. The slope 0.265, what's the meaning of slope in this graph? What's this graph for? It's growth rate, right? And every box here is 10 days, but every unit is 1 day. So every day you are going up. How much? As much as slope. Slope means when you go 1 unit up, 1 unit right, how much you go up, how much you rise or decline. This is rising. So 0.265 means you are gaining weight each day that much, 0.265. All right, what does that y-intercept mean? It's day 0. When you first adopted the puppy, that's how much it weighs. Oh, do we know it? What's the y-intercept? Well, I can see it's 11-ish, or maybe 12, close to, I don't know. How can I find it 100% sure? Where is it?
B.
It's here, y-intercept. You found. Haven't you found y-intercept? That's it, here. That's the first initial weight of the puppy. 0, 11,475 is the day you adopted it. All right. You want to estimate how many days it's going to take with this line, how many days it's going to take your puppy to reach at 70 pounds. Oh no, 90% of 70 pounds. Full grown, these dogs can't go beyond 70, but you want it to reach 90% of this weight. So what is 90% of 70? Take your calculator and compute it, 63. So when your dog is going to reach 63 pounds, can you see it from the graph? Nope. Graph is for 60 days. And at 60 days, I'm at 28 something-ish. I want it to go up, 63. How long it's going to take to go to 63? How do you find it? This is why we found the model. To estimate anything beyond this graph, you need to enter X and Y values. So you are given 63 pounds. Y value here, you're going to find out how many days. X is number of days. So put 63 and solve for X. That's it. Does anyone have a number? Just put 63, subtract 11,475 from it, divide by 0.265. So that's your X. 63, take 11,475, divide by 0.265, which is 200 plus days,
I got 194.
195. 194 perfect whole number,
0.4.
0.4.
3.
They want the nearest day, right? So nearest day it's wanted here, 194 days to grow. All right, do you think you can guess how final weight of your dog after 5 years with this model? After 5 years? Really? No, we know these dogs cannot pass beyond 70. Full grown, they become 70-ish. Maybe you can record is 75. If you go with this line, after 5 years, you're gonna go to moon. It's gonna be a tons, like an elephant size. So any model is always limited range. You can go a couple months, 3-4 months, but after that, it's highly prone to being defective estimate, okay? So you cannot use these models for long term. Maybe several months, that's it. Because it's going to, dogs eventually stop growing, right? Everything, pretty much. Okay, so we're done with this question and still have a long way to go. We have time, don't worry. So please take a look at the remaining questions on your time before tomorrow and Friday. Okay? We'll continue working on this video.